Hello class 4 and welcome to today's reading lesson. For today's lesson, you're going to read and listen to the next 3 chapters of Wild Robot. So that's chapters 20, 21 and 22. Mr. Beefeth has recorded them. So if you watch his video and then on your email, you will have the chapters attached so you can read them yourself. And then you're going to have a go at answering some comprehension questions on your reading to do on Purple Mash. So I'm going to share my screen now to help you answer the questions. You'll have 3 types of questions today. You will have some retrieval questions, some vocabulary questions, and 1 predicting question. Now you've learned all this already before, so I'm not going to teach you anything new today. I'm just going to remind you about how to answer these types of questions. So retrieval questions. You need to start by looking at the question word. So what question word is used in each question? For example, there could be who, when, which, where, or why. I would like you to pause the video now and just see how you think you would answer a who question, how you would answer a when question, how you might answer a which question, a where question, and a why question. Hello, Mrs. Richardson. You can walk through. You can say hello to class 4 if you want. Mrs. Richardson's just very kindly bringing me a cup of coffee. So I'm working so hard on these lessons.
Hello, class 4.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Richardson. Right, pause the video and see if you can have a go at how you would answer each of those red question words. So a who question. Who, the answer to that one must be a person. So if your question says who, you need to look through the text and find a person. When will be time. The which question, now that was when you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. For example, which teacher is the best? You're going to have to choose one from the text. The answer would be Mr. Blake, obviously. But a which question is a choice. Where is a place? And a why question, you're going to have to answer it with because and give a reason. So why did Mr. Blake scratch his hair? The reason, because he's probably got head lice. I haven't, but I don't think you can get them through computers anyway, so don't worry. Once you know how to answer the question, your next step is to skim and scan for the answer. So if it was when did the sun rise, you would skim and scan and look for the sun rising and you would find the time. Finally, once you've found where it is, just read the few sentences around to make sure your answer makes sense. So that's your retrieval questions for today. You'll also have some vocabulary ones. So asking you what word means, or find a word that means, or choose another meaning for a word. Now, the way to answer these questions, again, you've done it already, is to use root words. There's one option is a root word. So have a look at the word in red there, springtime. What does springtime mean? Well, just pause and see if you can answer it yourself. Okay, so springtime, you've got the word spring, the root word spring, and you've also got the word time. So springtime. So you know that spring, well, that could be a metal spring that bounces. And then time, a time when a metal spring bounces doesn't really make much sense. What are the meanings of the word spring? Jump, when you spring to life. A time when you jump, it could be that. Spring, also it's a season, isn't it? It's a time, springtime. So it's the time of year when the things are springing forth. Spring, you've got baby lambs, you've got flowers springing up. So that's what the word springtime would mean. Sometimes the root words won't help you and you need to use the context. So here's a sentence. The fish writhed on the pavement. What does writhed mean? There's no root words there to help you. So you have to use the context. So let's read the sentence. The fish writhed on the pavement. So I've got an image in my head. I can visualize a fish on a path, on a pavement, and it's writhing. So what might writhing mean? Well, let's put a fish on a pavement. What might it be doing? Well, fish don't live on pavements. They live in water. So it's probably not going to be very happy. It might be dying. It might be jumping around. That's exactly what writhe means. It means flipping around, moving around quickly. So the context there. You'll have a few vocabulary questions on your to-do, quite a lot of retrieval questions, and like I said, you've got one predicting question. And that's where you have to guess what might happen in the future using detail from the text. So guess what might happen, but use what's happened already in the text to support your answer. Have a go at your to-do. Any problems with any of the questions, you can just email me or put a little comment on when you hand your to-do in. Thank you.